In 1982, Steven Spielberg released a film the world came to know and love, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Now, even though it's one of the most watched films of all time, science fiction, by its nature, is shrouded in a certain kind of mystery. So, here are 3 things you didn't know about E.T. on the hot list.
40 years ago, as if from nowhere, a movie landed in theaters and became an instant classic.
So E.T. came out in 1982, and it is one of the most beloved films in all of cinema. And it's actually 99% certified fresh on the tomato meter on RottenTomatoes.com.
Naz Perez, Rotten Tomatoes Correspondent, let us in on 3 things you didn't know about E.T. the Extraterrestrial. First up, the voice of E.T. was a woman who was discovered in a camera store.
So there was a man by the name of Ben Burtt who was a sound engineer on E.T., and this man is an icon, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. This is a man that made the voice of R2-D2, made the lightsaber hum, the pew-pew blaster noise, and even the heavy breathing from Darth Vader.
Impressive. Most impressive.
So Ben Burtt walks into a camera store and he overhears a California housewife by the name of Pat Welsh speaking. She allegedly smoked 2 packs a day, and her really raspy voice led him to walk up to her and ask her to audition for E.T., and the rest is cinematic history.
Good.
1 year later, Pat was hired to voice a bounty hunter for the movie Return of the Jedi. Next up, after E.T.'s success, a sequel was planned, in which E.T.'s true name would be revealed. Sadly, the film never came to life.
Melissa Matheson, who was the writer on the original E.T., Melissa and Spielberg get together and write a 9 to 10 page treatment for a film called E.T. 2 Nocturnal Fears. And the premise of this film is that Elliot and his friends were going to get kidnapped by evil aliens, and E.T. was going to come back to save them. But the biggest bombshell of all in the treatment is that E.T.'s name was actually Zrek. Z-R-E-K.
Next, as happens on many movie sets, a couple props went missing at the end of filming.
So it was very common, especially back in those days, for actors to take a prop from set and keep it at their house. And of course, E.T. is no exception, and Henry Thomas, who plays Elliot in E.T., took home the iconic red sweater with the hoodie that he wears on the flying bicycle scene in E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
But that wasn't the only prop taken from the set.
Drew Barrymore, who plays Gertie, actually took home the red cowboy hat that her character wears, and she now keeps it in her daughter's room as a sweet reminder that she was in the film.
And that's the facts about the classic movie E.T. on the hot list.